everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another Valentine's Day look. This I've decided to call like classic red lip and neutralize, I guess. They're kind of golden. They're not really smoky, but there's a little bit of smoke on the edges that you might not be able to detect immediately. And yeah, so I just thought I'd have a little bit of fun. If you celebrate Valentine's Day, go ahead, rock this look. It is very straightforward, very simple. I've got massive flirty eyelashes on, amazing red lips. The reason I decided to wear a red lipstick like this, which is Jeffree Star's Unicorn Blood. If you're going out in the evening, you're going to be eating food, you might be kissing or whatever it is, a liquid lipstick is the way to go because it won't really come off and it will stay looking amazing all night. And if you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, who the hell cares? Boys smell. It's just another day, to be honest. I've always been a firm believer of the usual saying, why do you need one day to show somebody that you care? You should be showing it to them every single day. And the t-shirt I'm wearing, don't worry, be happy. Again, that is the most important message of this video. I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. If you've got any comments, questions or anything like that, please feel free to let me know below. My nail polish is Essie's Fiji, thanks to Buy Now Blog Later. Laura, love you. And yeah, this is Jeffree Star's. And on my eyes, I'm wearing the Warm Neutral palette by MAC because I thought it's a kind of palette that quite a lot of people tend to have. And I always prefer to kind of stick to one brand when I do my eye makeup just to make it easier for everybody else. So yeah, so I'm going to shut up now and get on with the tutorial. Hope you all enjoy. Bye. Hello! So first we're going to prime our eyes with the Benefit Air Patrol BB Eyelid Primer, which will keep your eyeshadow vibrant and in place all day and stop it from creasing. Then to prime my face, I'm using the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm and I apply a liberal amount all over my face, on my neck, and really rub it in. Then I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, and as always I'm using 2 pumps of foundation to apply it all over my face. And then I'm blending it all in with a Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush, just making sure to cover all areas evenly. Blend, blend, blend. This foundation is a little bit beige for me, but don't worry, we make it work. Then to conceal the under eyes, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Medium Neutral to apply it under the eyes to cover all my dark circles. And then to highlight the high points of my face, as always, I'm using my MAC Prep and Prime in the shade Light Boost, which makes me look like, I don't know, some sort of like Red Indian warrior, I think. And then I am going to blend it all in with a damp beauty blender. I wanted to whip out my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit because I hadn't used it in a while, and I'm using the shade Banana to set my under eye area with a Real Techniques contour brush, and then to set the highlighted points of my face as well. Then I'm going to prime my lips with some Carmex lip balm to prep them. Now for the eyes, I'm using MAC's Warm Neutral eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the shade Brulee. And then I am applying that with the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush as a base, basically, to get rid of any stickiness and make other eyeshadows blending a lot more easy and simple. Then I'm using the shade Saddle, which is an amazing warm brown shade, and I'm going backwards and forwards in the crease area with a MAC 224 brush. Saddle is probably one of my favorite colors by MAC to use in the crease. It kind of works well across the board no matter what your skin tone is, and it works really, really well as a defining shade for the eye. So just go backwards and forwards in windshield my promotions, making sure that there are no harsh lines, and if they are, we'll get rid of them later anyway. Now for the outer V area, I'm using the shade Dark Brew, which is a reddish brown with a little bit of sparkle in it, and I'm using a no-name random brush to apply it to the outer V area. It's a very dense but fluffy brush, so it works really well at blending out those outer corners. So blend, blend, blend into the outer V area. This is just to give the look a little bit of definition, as a lot of the shades that I'm going to be using are quite similar. Now I'm using the shade Divine Decadence and I'm applying it all over the lid with a MAC 212 flat shader brush. Just apply it all to the areas which are bare and make sure that you blend it in to the dark blue shade in the outer V. But as I said, a lot of the shades are very similar in tone, they're all warm tones. So even if there are any harsh lines, you can't really see them because everything really kind of merges quite well into each other. Next, I'm using the shade Hey. I like that name, Hey. And I am applying it to the brow bone with a MAC 227 fluff brush. This is a kind of slightly shimmery ivory shade, so it works really well to kind of give that little bit of shimmer to the brow bone. And then just go back in with a little bit of saddle and the same 224 brush, blending between those two shades to make sure there are no harsh lines. Now I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. I got a bit confused with my words there. And I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in the shade Chocolate as always, and this is how I do my eyebrows generally. Again, I need to thread those babies. I'm getting them done tomorrow actually. And I am just outlining my brows and then I fill them in. I don't actually use as much product as you may assume. I've already got quite dark brows. I'm just basically filling in any gaps and making them look as neat as possible. And then I'm going to set it all using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel in the shade Chocolate again. This is just to make sure that your brows don't get all fly away and none of the colour runs, everything is set in place. And then to line my eyes, I'm as always using my L'Oreal Superliner Perfect Slim in black, and this is how I do my eyeliner basically. It's always the same. I go slightly above my lash line and then I do the wing and then I fill in the gaps between the top of the eyeliner and my lash line. For mascara, I'm using the Benefit They're Real to apply it to my top lashes to prep for my eyelashes that I'm going to be wearing in a minute. And I'm going back in with the dark brew and I'm applying it to the lower lash line with the Royal & Langnickel Pro pencil blender brush, just to again give a little bit of warmth to the eyes because this is a very, very warm makeup look. Then I'm using my Rimmel Kohl Kajal something in black, which I always use on a regular basis, to apply it to my waterline. And then I'm going to put on my lashes, which are the House of Lashes Iconic Lashes, which I love, and they're very big and fluttery and huge. Then I'm using the shade Creative Copper, and I'm applying it to my tear duct area with the MAC 219 pencil brush. And then to finish off the eyes, a little lick of mascara on the lower lashes, and then voila, we are done. Getting out some new British based makeup today. This is my new Peaches and Cream contour. It only comes in one shade and I'm applying it to my cheekbones with the Queenie brush by Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. This is where I went overboard. It's the first time I'm actually using it, so you guys are kind of having a live first time experience with me. On the forehead and everywhere else was fine, but I found out during the video that I'd applied too much to my actual cheekbone area. But I'll show you how to make that work. It's always possible to accidentally go overboard when it comes to makeup, but you can still remove it, tone it down. So I'm blending. This is actually an amazing cream contour. I'm very impressed with it. It blends really easily and it was very, very pigmented. I just didn't realize how pigmented it was and how creamy it was. I should have only gone in with one layer instead of going in with two, similar to how I did with my forehead and my nose area. So I just blend everywhere around the nose, the temples. Use your fingers to blend out any harsh lines if you have to. You don't always have to use your brush. And then I used the remainder of the foundation, which was on my makeup brush, which I applied my foundation with, to start tidying it all up, toning it down. I haven't set the foundation yet, so it's all still kind of easily movable. Then I'm using the Peaches and Cream sculpting powder in light medium, and I'm using a Sigma large angled F40 brush to set that contour. Yes, I am aware that it's still kind of looking a little bit overboard, but like I said, we are just setting it and we are going to kind of tame it and tone it down with the other products. So I'm going to use the banana shade, and this is how I do my baking, inverted commas baking, because I basically just tidy up everything. So this is how I am reducing the amount of contour I've got on my face, and then I'm going to set everything with a large powder F30 brush by Sigma and the MAC Studio Fix foundation in NC40, and voila, already you can see that the contour has toned down dramatically as well as everything is set. I'm using Suede by Sleek Makeup, and I'm using a Morphe G7 bluff brush, face brush, whatever you want to call it. And then I am using Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and I am applying the M30 fan brush by Morphe. I'm applying my highlight with it. As always, put on loads, glow like the sun. Oh, the shade that I'm using, by the way, is, what's it called? I've forgotten. Bubbly, that's it. It's called Bubbly. There you go. You can see it's a gorgeous, lovely champagne gold shade, and it looks amazing for warm makeup looks to really make everything stand out. Then highlight your nose, and then also slightly highlight your Cupid's bow. Don't worry if it looks overboard because the lipstick does cover a lot of it. Then I'm using Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Unicorn, which, to be honest, I think is definitely my favorite shade of the month so far. Ever since I've got it, I love it. I get so many compliments wearing it. It's like the perfect deep blood red. And this is the completed makeup look. I hope you all enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Happy Valentine's Day, happy non-Valentine's Day, whatever it is. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.